Thank you, 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 thank you. Hello my friends, welcome to another video advice with myself, Noah Hammond. Today we're going to be talking about how to succeed in life and the power of humility. As you start to succeed in any area of your life, whether it be health, wealth, relationships, spirituality, any area of your life, as you begin to succeed, there's a back door that the ego loves to take. As you're succeeding, you're breaking out of your old patterns, you're breaking away from your old egoic structures, and you're starting to see from a higher and higher, more and more pure level of awareness. Because ultimately, we are infinite creators of divine consciousness. So if you feel like anything less than that, then you're in some level of ego, myself included. And as you start to succeed more in life and create more in life and have more in life and be more in life, you're breaking away from your old bonds of ego. But the ego doesn't go without a fight. So it loves to take this little back door and meet you at your new level of success and pat you on the back and tell you how great you are and how amazing you are and how silly everyone else is who isn't at your level of success and all of those kinds of things. But if you can stay humble, you can defeat this backdoor trap. So in spirituality, my guru talks about how people, as they start to develop their spiritual path, especially Western minds and Americans, we like to think that we were somebody incredible in the past. You know, he says that he'll be in a room with 30 Caesars and 20 Cleopatras. Oh, I was Cleopatra in a past life, and I was Caesar in a past life, and I was, you know, everyone is someone incredible. And that's that lack of humility coming through. You're not happy enough to just be a person who's doing their best here in this life, in the here and now. You have to be something greater, right? And so that's how it manifests in spirituality. It manifests in business quite often by someone who struggles to success, getting that success, and then looking down on the people who haven't gotten that success yet. Like, what's wrong with you people? Why can't you just do what I did? And another way to look at that is kind of being in the light and running towards the dark. Like, you worked your way all the way up to be in that light, and now you're running towards the dark because you're using all that light to say, look how much light I have. Why don't you guys have all this light? I'm so great. But again, humility is how you can defeat this backdoor pattern of ego. Same thing with health. Say you were really fat and then you got a six-pack, and maybe you're going to start resenting all the fat people. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Just do what I did, bro. Just get really fit like I did. Why can't you just do that? Right? And it might not be that extreme, but on any level, this will taint you with ego. And the way I like to think about ego and talk about ego is that if you have this big bucket of pure water, ego is like food coloring. You know that it only takes one drop of that food coloring, green or red or whatever color food coloring, to make the whole bucket have a tint, right? And so if anything you're doing has a tint of ego, a tint of the me, the I'm so great, I'm so smart, I'm so wise, you're tainting everything you're doing with that ego. And humility, again, is the cure for this. So that's why it's how to succeed in life, because ultimately, no matter what you do, if you can stay humble, if you can keep that humility, if you can keep that reverence, that gratitude, absolute gratitude for yourself, for everybody whose shoulders you're standing on, everybody who's been a teacher to you, for God, for universal consciousness, whatever you want to call it, if you can just keep that constant humility, understanding that you're not here because you're so great, you're here because of the efforts of everyone else. You're standing on all these people's shoulders. Everybody who's contributed anything to humanity's knowledge base at any point has contributed and impacted your life and allowed you to be where you're at. And it's just so easy to stay humble. When you eat that meal with all these delicious ingredients in it, think about all the people who have to work and labor in farms and all all across the world to get you just that one meal. They're contributing to you. You couldn't be where you're at without all those people doing all that labor. It's not about you. It's the collective. And if you can stay humble and stay inside that humility, you'll always be progressing. You'll never be thwarted, halted, or stopped by your own ego, which is going to try to stop you by saying, oh, look where you're at. You're so great, you can stop here. Right? And so ultimately, it's going to let you succeed in life by keeping you progressing humbly. And it's also just going to make you a really awesome person to be around, because nobody wants to be around that guy who's successful, who sits around talking about all the people who aren't successful, ha ha ha, those twerps, right? Except for other people who are in that same place, you know? So it's going to keep you happy, it's going to keep you grateful, and it's going to keep you moving forward. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you can see some places to throw some more humility into your life. I'm constantly trying to find ways to be more humble and more grateful for everything I have. So I'm humble and I'm grateful that you've watched this video. And I'll be humbled and grateful if you could comment below, like the video if you like it, subscribe to my channel, send me emails, use the contact form on noahhammond.com, and I'd be even more humble and even more grateful if you would share this out on Facebook, create some humility out in the world, and I'd be ultimately humbled and grateful if you watch my next video. So until then, thank you for allowing me to serve you in this way. I hope it's been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.